Good morning, my dear students. I hope I am clearly audible as well as you are able to see me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I have posted the link of the class also for your WhatsApp group so that if any students is having any confusion regarding the link, he will join it. Okay. Okay. I have shared my screen, and in the last class, we have seen orthographic projections. What are different planes? What are different method of projection? Okay, what are different means first angle projection, third angle projection. We have seen all of them. So we have seen few examples also how to do these projections. Okay, today I want to show you few more examples that you have to solve. Okay, we have seen the theory, and now I will give you one small simple object and you have to try to draw its front view, top view, side view and back view. Okay, now you must be thinking how I will be able to see that what you are drawing in your page. So for that we will use our Canvas account. In your Canvas, all of you just you can check in your assignment section. Today I have created classwork 1, classwork 2, like that up to classwork 5 I have created. You please check once and you tell me whether it is visible there or not. Classwork submission 1, classwork submission 2, submission 3, 4 up to 5 you will see there. You cross check and you type in the chat box whether are you able to see that or not. Yeah, tell me, are you able to see that? Okay, I have seen some of the students are responding. Very good. And meanwhile I have also created one assignment as weekly assignment. Yes, 1125 Suzal, you are not able to see that. Cross check once again because other students are able to see that. Okay, so along with this Canvas, what you need one scanning application. It can be your Cam Scanner or Adobe Scanner, whatever. Okay, that I'm leaving up to you. So I hope you all know how to scan the documents using this mobile applications. So whatever you can draw, you can simply scan it. It will be getting converted into PDF file, and that PDF you have to submit there in the Canvas. Okay. So this is how I can accept that classwork submission. Okay, and I am doing these things like weekly assignment, your classwork submissions, because based on this there are some marks allotted for you, internal as well as external. Some marks are there. Okay, that will be added to your final grades. Okay, so you have to be actively responding, and everything is here digitally recorded. So it will be in Canvas. I will go to it, I will check it, and I will submit the marks over there so that you can see it afterwards how much marks you have obtained. So that's all regarding the Canvas. Regarding this Canvas, how to submit, I will try to post one tutorial for you also after the class, how to do submission. But today you try to go through it. Okay, you try it today. So as you can see on your screen, one object is there. Okay, on the left hand side, it means on this side, the object is placed in your first quadrant. This is your object, three-dimensional or isometric. this view, whatever you are able to see here, it is your isometric view, okay, that I'm trying to highlight with red color. Yeah, so this is your object in your first quadrant. This is your first quadrant. So we are using first angle projection method, okay. This is your third angle projection method, since the object is placed in your third quadrant, okay. And I hope you all must remember what is the difference between first angle and third angle projection, okay. So this we have seen in the last class, and I hope it is in your memory. So this you can see how the front view is coming here. Let me change the color. Yeah, here. This is your front view. This is your, since this is first angle method, so front view will go above the reference line. Where is your reference line? This is your reference line. Okay, if you will open it, okay, then your front view will be above your reference line, okay. And top view, this is your top view, it will come below your reference line. Similarly, here all the views are shown for this object. You can see, if you will see this object, will be able to see this block that is added on the top, the one which I am highlighting now, this block. If we are looking this object from the top, whether we will be able to see this object?
No,
Anyone? Anyone from the class?
No, sir.
no,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. So
No,
you
sir.
will not be able to see the object when you are looking it from the bottom view. So here you can see dash lines are used. It is clearly visible here. Dash lines are used. Okay, let me highlight this portion so that it will be seen on your screen. Yeah, here, this yellow color portion you can see, it is shown in dash lines. It means those lines are hidden. We will not be able to see those lines if we are looking that object from the bottom side, okay. Likewise, you have back view, right hand side view, and left hand side view. This short form, it is being used RHSV and LHSV, okay. So what is LHSV?
Hand side view.
Left hand side view. Similarly, RHSV is your right hand side view, okay. So this is your first angle projection and this is your third angle projection. What is the difference you can observe here? Here, top view is going above your reference line. Your front view is going below the reference line. This is the difference. Okay, but we will focus majorly on our first angle projection method, because in our country, we follow first angle projection method. Okay, so in this figure, you can see it's a simple orthographic projection, where if suppose this is your reference line, if I'll draw here, yeah, if this is your reference line, then front view will be above the reference line. How to represent a reference line? You have to write X and Y, okay. This is your top view, which is below the reference line. Exactly reverse you can see on this third angle projection. This is for your third angle projection. One partition line is drawn, and this is your first angle. So we will focus on first angle only. So this, we have opened all the planes. So one thing that you can note, okay, what is there on the right hand side of your front view? This is your front view. Right hand side means this one. You can see on right hand side what is there. You have LHSV. So once again, I am telling you for your memory, okay, in first angle projection method, left hand side view will come to the right side. Okay, keep this in your mind. Whereas your right hand side view, this is your right hand side view, that will come to your left hand side or the left hand side of your front view. This you all must remember. Okay. So this is one example. Now this is the first problem, practice problem. I'll make it full screen so that it will be more visible to you. Here you can see one object is there. Okay. And here all those views are also represented. That of front view is shown on this side. Let me take one pen. Yeah. This is your front view, means observer is looking this object from this side. Okay. This is your top view when the observer will look from the top hand side. So I just want to see front view and top view. You try to draw the front view and top view of this component in your notebook. Then I will show you how it will look like so that you can cross check your answer yourself. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. See the object, analyze it. What are those lines which will be visible? Okay. And try to draw its front view and side view. This assessment I will leave up to you. I will show you the solution and you have to tell me whether you are able to draw that or not. And I can see some of the students here, they have put directly their name. Okay, so you have to keep your roll number first and then you have to keep your name. Like this you have to do. I hope you all are doing well. So I will be now opening the front view of this component. Okay, and you all try to cross check whether you are getting the right answer or not. Are you getting this as your front view?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So if you will see,
Sir.
yeah, any doubt you can ask me. Yes, any doubt? Okay. So let's see here. If the observer is looking from this side, okay. So what are those faces that the observer will be able to see that? So let's check it out whether he will be able to see this face.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me clear it because hatching is not, rather I will make, yeah, this face will be visible to you. Some background noise is coming, so please students, please mute yourself. This face will be visible to you. Okay, now these two faces are in front. Likewise here also one face is there. Okay, so you will be able to see that face also. Okay, similarly this one, this face also you will be able to visualize when you are looking the object from the front side. Okay, now you tell me, if you are looking from the front side, will you be able to see this side? Yes or no?
No,
No,
no.
sir.
Yeah, you will not be able to see this side. When you will be able to see this? When you are looking
Right
Right
side.
side.
from the right hand side. Okay, so this is your regarding front view. You can observe here that we have studied types of lines used in engineering drawing. Okay, in that the thick lines that I have told you, so this is your that thick lines. Okay, you can see here this all lines that you can see here in the front view, they all are your thick lines. What other type of line you can see here in this front view?
Thick line.
Lines.
Besides this thick line, are you able to see any other type of lines?
No, sir.
No, sir.
There is one line. Try to observe it.
Hidden.
Sir, middle of the circle.
Hidden, no. For that another kind of line, I will use different color, okay, so that it will be able see here. This is small and then big. This small and then big. What this type of line is called as? I have told you earlier. Center line.
Center
Okay,
line,
it
thin.
is like this. Smaller one, this bigger than smaller. Bigger then smaller. Bigger then smaller. Okay, this is your center line. Okay, so you can see that it is intersecting at this location. Please mute yourself. From the background some noise is coming. So this is how your center line looks like. And as I have told you, wherever you will see any circle, okay, wherever you will see any hole, that you have to use this center line, and the point of intersection will be the center of that circle, you can say, or you can say it is the center of that hole through which the axis will pass through it. Okay, so this is the front view. Now top view, I hope you all have drawn it. Try to cross check how it will look like. This is your top view. Okay, when you will see this from the top side, means this is your top side. Now here one different type of line, one more type of line is coming here into the picture. Try to tell me what is that picture and why it is located here. It is representing which geometrical entity of this object. What is the type of line that you are getting here? In the figure that is visible here on the screen, this is representing your thick lines.
Thick
Thick
line.
lines.
Okay.
Thin line.
So the line which I have redrawn it, okay, this is your thick lines. And what is the thin line? Thin line, I will
Divided
try
in
to
the box.
dash lines, basically it is. Here you can see those dash lines are there. Basically it is hidden line, okay. Please mute yourself. Who is this? 1018. Please mute yourself. Yeah. So can anyone tell me what this hidden line is trying to represent? Which geometrical entity that hidden line is representing here?
Center of the circle.
Center is represented by this center line. You can see here one more line is there. That bigger one, then smaller dash, then bigger dash, then smaller dash. Okay, center line is like this. Dash lines, difference between dash lines, these will be of equal length. Okay, and center line will be like this. That big one, then small dot, then big one, then small dot, then big one, like this. So here, this hidden line is representing what? Which geometrical entity? That hidden line is representing this hole. Try to see, if you are looking it from the top, okay, will you be able to see that hole? You will not be
No.
able to see that hole, okay,
No.
but that hole is still there. Okay, so to represent that hole, we need to use that hidden line. Okay, now I hope this is clear to all of you how to draw the top
Sir.
view and how to draw the front view.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I will move on to the next. Okay, now I will likewise all the views are drawn here, like right hand side view, rear view, left view. All the views are drawn here, but basically I focused on front and top only for your clear understanding. We will go step by step in complexity. Now, yeah. This is another that is called as your glass box approach. That is not so important. I will not, since we have already discussed how that projection lines are coming and how it is falling on your plane of projection. We have discussed this already in your plane of projection method. Yeah, here this I want to show you again how this visible thick line is coming, how this dash lines or hidden lines are coming, how this center lines can be represented. Okay, you can see the clear difference between this dash lines, or also called as your hidden line, and your center line. Here they are equally spaced, equal in length, equally spaced. However, here you can see one bigger line, then one smaller line, one bigger line, and then it will be repetitive in nature. Okay, so this is the difference between your center line and your hidden line. Now, a simple object you can see here, one cube is there, and inside that cube one hole is made. Okay, like you have seen the slot for your nut and bolt. Okay, so you can see one hole is there at the central location. Yeah, this hole is there. So how to represent that in front view, you will see here. This is representing by dash lines. You can see here. I'm drawing the thick lines, but you see it is represented here with dash lines. And one more hole is there. At this location, you can see one hole is there throughout. So that is represented by dash line, hidden, but perpendicular. They are crossing each other. Okay. So this is how to represent hidden and dash lines. Now I hope this concept is clear to all of you, how to represent those hidden lines. Whenever
Yes.
there is any circle or any hole, you have to use this center line as well. Okay, so in this figure, thick continuous line you are able to see at this location. You are able to see this hidden line. You are able to see this center line. Okay, all the three types of lines you are able to see in this picture. Okay, now few more examples we will discuss here. Yeah, this is again the object is placed here. It is mentioned here that it is first angle projection. This is your first angle projection method. Object is placed in your first quadrant. This is the object, and we have used some color codings. Okay, we have used some color codings for this. If the observer is looking from this side, let me draw. If the observer is looking from this side, okay, now here it is easy to differentiate since color codings are used. Okay, so from the front side, which are the two colors that you will be able to see?
Red and
Red and
blue.
blue.
Yes, red and blue. So here you can see this T, inverted T is there. You will be able to see this face, as well as you will be able to see this blue face also. But there is one difference between those two faces. There is one difference. Can you tell me what is that difference?
Can you ask again, sir?
There is one difference between this red face and this blue face in this projection. This is your front view, no? Here it is shown. Okay, and this is your isometric view. Okay, so what I am saying that there is one difference between this red face and this blue face. Can you tell me that?
Red face is perpendicular.
Blue
Blue
face
face
was
is
slant.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. that red face is perpendicular to the viewer's eye. Means suppose this camera of my laptop, okay, it is your viewer's eye or observer's eye. So this plane is, if it is perpendicular to that angle, then you will be able to see the original dimension of this mobile phone, okay, or any shape. Suppose if I'll slant it, so whatever the projection you are getting now on this camera, one rectangle you are still getting, but the size of that rectangle is reduced, okay. So this blue color is slant face, so we will not be able to see the true size of this blue face in your front view, okay. So that is the thing that you keep in your mind, okay. Now if you will look it from the top side, you will be able to see this light green color is there. If you are looking from the top side, so you will get this light green color that you can see here in the top view. Okay. Similarly, you will get this blue faces also. Now, the point to be noted once again that I have told you, this right side view is coming to your
Left side.
left side of the front view, okay. So this is first angle. Many students got confused, they draw the right hand side view on the right hand side, okay. So that's why I'm repeating it again and again, that right side view you will be able to see, but it will be on your left hand side. Similarly, reverse case will be there for left hand side view, okay. So this is your first example. Using color code, you will be able to differentiate that which faces you are able to see in which view. Now, this is third angle projection, okay. Means the object is now, same object is there, but it is now placed in your third quadrant, okay. So if you look this object from the top, again you will be able to see that light blue, or you can say light green, and this dark blue color. If you look it from the front side, you will be able to see that red face as well as that blue face. When it comes to the right hand side view, see where the right hand side view is coming now. If this is your front view, it is coming to the right hand side view. Why? Because this is your third angle
Third
projection.
angle.
Third angle projection, okay. So this differentiation between means this question is commonly asked in each and every examination, even in your Viva exam also. What is the difference between first angle and third angle projection? So through example, I am telling you how you can differentiate it, okay. So all the views you can see here with different color codings. Now, for this one, if the observer is looking from this side, which color you are able to see?
Orange.
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 This is your
Orange.
okay. So you are able to see that orange color, but why this dash line is coming here?
To represent the slope.
In the middle,
Slope.
pink color.
Purple.
No,
Represent slope behind.
there is
Slope,
one
to
more
represent
orange.
the slope.
Yes, there is one more orange color you can see here. This orange
Yes.
face. Okay. So this line, if you are able to see this red color I am using, let me choose black so it will be clearly visible to all of you. Yeah. This line, if you will see, to represent this line, that dash lines are used. Since it is not visible, if you are looking it from this side, this is plane surface, this rectangle. That slant is there on the back side, but you are not able to see that. But it is there in that drawing. So that's why here dash lines are used. Okay. So here, I think front view is clear. Now come to your right hand side view. If you are looking right hand side, which will be your right hand side? If this is the observer, this will be right hand side. Okay. So if you are looking it from the right hand side, you will be able to see which are those colors.
Yellow and purple.
Pink and green.
Yes,
Yellow and pink.
Light green, pink.
light green and pink or purple. Okay. So these are the two colors that you are able to see this. Your right hand side view. And this right hand side view is coming where? To the left hand side of your front view. Okay. Similarly, this is your top view. Okay. This is your top view. When you will see this object from the top, you will be able to see which color?
Gray.
Gray
Pink
and
and
Pink.
Purple.
pink and
gray
gray.
and purple.
So I hope now you people are getting confidence that you will be able to draw the view if I'll give you any component. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting that confidence?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
See one more example. Here it is not mentioned that it is top first angle projection method or third angle. Now you tell me this
Huh?
orthographic projection is
left here.
made using first angle projection method or third angle projection method. You tell me
Third angle.
Third angle, sir.
how?
Because right angle
Right.
side view is the right side.
Yes, this is one of the symbol or sign that right hand side view is on your right hand side. Okay. One more difference, your front view is coming where? Below your reference line. This is your reference line X and Y. Okay. The front view of the object that is represented by this yellow color. If the observer is looking from this side, see this yellow color and the yellow color of this face also. If you are looking it from the top side, you will be able to see this gray face, okay, and this three faces you will be able to see. So that is represented here in your top view. Okay. Now point here to be noted, there is one hole over here, but you will not be able to see that hole from your front side. So that's why here, if you will pay attention, that is
Dash line.
represented using your hidden lines, that is dash lines. And at the center, you will be able to see this red color line, that is your center line. Okay. So whenever there is hole, any circle, you have to represent it, the center of that line, the axis of that hole using center line. Okay. Here also you can see that red color cross lines are there. That is representing the center point of this circle. Okay. When you will look it from the right hand side view, the green colors will be visible. Still there is that hole which is not visible. So it is represented here by your hidden lines. And the axis of that hole is represented by your center line, red in color.
Center lines.
Okay. Now next component. Here you have hole also. You have flat faces also. Here you have slant faces also. Okay. So if you will look it from the front view, okay, this brown color, this I will call as brown color, this face, as well as the slant face of this light green. Okay, this will be visible. So you can see that it is here shown with all brown color, and this hidden line is showing which line here? So that hidden line is showing this line. It is there but not visible when you are looking it from the front side. Okay, so it is shown using hidden line. There is one hole, so to represent that hole they have used this dash lines, and you have one center line here. Now again you have one center line here. This center line is representing what?
Circle.
This circle you can see, you have one semicircle over here. Okay, so what is the center of that semicircle? That is represented using this center line in front and top view. Okay, so this is how we draw all the views. Okay, and projections you can also see. For projection I will use some different color. Let me choose gray color. Okay, see, when I have drawn the front view, how to draw that any view? First you have to draw the reference line. XY in horizontal direction. We will draw only front view and top view for time being. Forget about the side views, okay? Then you try to observe what are the faces that you are able to see from the front, and you draw that front view with your dimensions given in the figure. Here dimensions are not given, but in actual problem I will give you the dimensions also. You draw those front projection, and then you have to draw thin lines. This is your thin line. This is called as projection line or projectors. That this is the whole, this is represented by dashed lines. The projection is coming down to your top view, and you can see exactly below you have that circle or your circular hole. Okay. Similarly, the side views are also projected like this. Okay, how to project the side view? In the third quadrant, means in this location, in this quarter, you have to draw a line making an angle of 45 degree. This line, a line making an angle 45 degree. This is your 45, this is your 45. And what we are doing, we are taking this projection line, intersecting at this one, and again we are reflecting it in above direction. Okay, and remember this is your thin line. Okay, that's why I'm using gray color. Again, to project this line, you have to come in this side and you have to go in upper direction. Okay, up to where? And you have to give the nomenclature also. You have to give the nomenclature. Suppose this is your point number 1. The projection of this point in your top view is 1. For differentiation, I will use 1 prime or 1 dash. So it is going and intersecting at this location. So this point in the side view is here. So double dash I will put, 1 double dash like this. Okay. So no need to go in detail of that much. Just for your knowledge, I have told you how to draw the side view when your front and top view is given. Okay. But you keep in your mind how it is drawn. Okay. We will draw all those things in software, in your AutoCAD software. So there it will be helpful. Now, this is another component. A bracket is there. You are looking it from the front side. Let me change the color of the pen. I just now I have seen some students have written some messages. Okay. 1017. He's asking, sir, RHS we also have a semicircle, previous one. You can unmute yourself. 1017. Okay. Which figure you are talking about? This figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want the explanation of this RHSV?
Yes, sir. In RHS, we also have a semicircle, no, sir?
Yes. Very good question. Okay. But you try to see, okay, I will clarify it. Let me use some other color pen. I am going to use dark black color. Okay. This is the first one. Let me clear it using eraser. Okay, now it will be clearly seen to all of you. Yeah. You are saying that this is your first center line. This is your second center line. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Projection of this center line in top view, where it is coming. Let me draw one straight line. I have to use thin line. Okay, that is your projection line. So this is the projection of your first center line, and this line is coming down. So this is the projection of your second center line. Okay, and these are those two centers, center number 1, center number 2. Now if I want to project this center line, what I have to do? I have to go in this direction. Up to where? Up to that 45 degree line. Okay. And then again from here I have to go upside. Up to where? Up to your projection line. So here you can see there are those two lines, but they are overlapping on each other. Okay. If you are looking it from this side, the center of this circle and the center line of this arc both are coinciding with each other, so you will be able to see only one center line. So that's why here only one red color center line you are able to see, that which I am overwriting with your red color. Now is that clear to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other doubt?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, very good. So let me see in the chat box if any other question is there. One person has written, explain the top view. Sir, please explain the top view. 1029. Please unmute yourself. 1029. Yeah, 1029. You can unmute yourself and ask me your doubt. No doubt. Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Then that is fine. Okay, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate. You can ask me. Okay, I'm here to help you to clarify your doubts. Yeah. So now this is your component. Again, this is first angle or third angle?
First angle.
See
Third
properly.
angle.
Third
Third
angle.
angle. Okay, because this right hand side view is coming to your right hand side.
Right hand.
And the top view, one more thing is, top view is above reference line, front view is below reference line. In the previous figure, you can see front view is above your reference line and top view is below reference line. But here in this case, the reverse. And this is the best one that you student find out, that if the right hand side view is on right hand side, then it is nothing but it is your third angle projection. Okay, very good. So here the color coding is clearly given. Okay, if the observer is looking from this side, yellow colors faces will be visible. But the point to be noted, there is one line over here, this line, it is there but it is not visible from the front side. Okay, so its projection, if we will see, it is coming in the projection, it will be somewhat over here at this location. I have tried to draw that hidden line. So that line you are able to see here in this front view. This is your that hidden line. Okay. Similarly, you can see those center lines also. There is one hole. So this hole is representing over here, and you have two holes at this location, hole number 1 and hole number 2. They are overlapping. So here only one circle you are able to see. But here in the top view, you are able to see that, oh, there is not only one hole, there are two holes, but they are at different faces. Okay, so this is your face number 1, suppose, and this is your face number 2. In this figure, if you have any doubt, you ask me. Or I will ask you that any one of the student explain me what is drawn here in the right hand side view.
Bottom view, sir.
Think and analyze about right hand side view. And if anyone can explain it, I will be very happy.
So bottom view of imaginary, sir.
Bottom view, don't focus on bottom view. Here, three views we have: top view, front view, and right hand side view. Okay, this is the observer. So right hand side view will be visible from this side. Okay, whatever the view is coming from this side, that is drawn over here. Okay, so at the middle part, you can see two complete thick lines are here. This is that first one, this is that second one. So which line they are representing? How to know that? You can do that by tracing that line above, and let's see where it is going. I'm using gray color. Try to visualize it, where it is going. This 45-degree line angle is there. So we are bending this line at this 45-degree bend, and again it is going in this direction. So this corner, it means this face. So this dark red color that I have used, it is representing these two faces. Okay. Now, just next to that red line, there is one hidden line. Hidden line here. This hidden line. What that hidden line is representing? Here, that hidden line I am highlighting in blue color.
Corners.
Which corners? So for that, again, I'm extending with blue color only. Okay. So don't mind it because I have to use gray color for projection lines. So I'm extending this blue color line to see where it is going. It is going in this direction. It is going in this direction, and it is going up to here. Okay. So it is representing nothing but this line in your isometric view. You can see this is the first one, and this is your second one. So this is the first one, and this is your second one. Okay.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
what is this hole? Is this throughout one hole you are able to see that. This, now let me use some other color. Red I have used, blue I have used. Let me use magenta. So this one I am using, this pink color or magenta color. This hidden, this is hidden. It means it is not visible. If the observer is looking from this side, that magenta color is hidden. It is not visible. So what this magenta color is representing? This magenta color is representing those holes. Okay. Hole number 1, in continuous to that, you have hole number 2, and this is your hole number 3. So those, all those 3 hole together is reflecting here in this magenta color, and you can see if you will extend it, you are getting this hole, you are getting this hole. Okay. So here you will be having 2 overlapping holes. Here you are having 2 holes that you can visualize here, 1, and this is your 2. And here you will be having only 1 hole that is represented over here. So this is hole number 1, 2, and 3. So this figure is clear, or any doubt? If it is clear to all of you, please type in the chat box, clear, sir. If anybody is having any doubt regarding any lines, you can ask me.
Sir, how to represent the front hole with the right hand side view?
Front hole of right hand side view. Let me ask you which hole. This hole you are talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this hole is on which body? It is in the central body. Okay. Central body means I am telling this part. Okay. This central part is coming at the center location. If you are looking it from this side, okay, so that will be coming. Let me clear this right hand side view, then I will be able to explain it. Okay, now it is clear. Red color I am using. You are asking about this hole in right hand side view. Where is that hole? I hope this is your question. So if you are looking from this side, your hole is coming at this location. This is the hole in front view. This is that hole in your top view. Okay. Now you can project these 2 holes to see where it is going. Okay. So I'm projecting it with red color only. Okay. Try to see where this red color is going. This red color is coming in this direction. Okay. Where it is going? So I will draw it throughout. This hole, the projection of this hole I am drawing in horizontal direction. You have to draw horizontal lines. So this I have taken the projection from front view. Now I will take those projection from side view also. So side view, it is coming in this direction. Sorry, not side view, it is coming from top view. Okay. So again, this is your 45-degree bend. So from here you have to reflect and it will come into your downward side. It is intersecting at this location. Okay, similarly you can draw again the projection of this point. You bring the horizontal line, you bring this in downward direction. This is your intersection point. Okay, so where is that hole? So for hole, I will draw it in black color. This is your hole. This is your hole number 1. Okay, now just left to this box, still there is some hidden lines are there that is representing this hole. And on to the right hand side of this box, you will see still there are dashed lines that is representing this hole. Okay, so the central hole is coming at this location. I hope it is clear. Is this clear to you? Your doubt
Yes,
is
sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So these are a few examples that we have seen. Let me see what is next. Yeah, this is your classwork practice question 1. The object is in front of you. I have drawn the dimensions also. Okay, this is called as your isometric view, and you have to draw the orthographic projection. I am more concerned about front view and top view. Forget about side view, just focus on front and side. Okay, where is the observer? Observer is looking from this side.
Right hand side.
Okay, observer is looking from this side. Let me make it red so that it will be clearly visible to everyone. Observer is looking from this side. Now, this is your practice problem. You have to draw the front view and top view of this component, and you have to upload it into your canvas. Now, try to draw in your notebook. Just open a white blank page. Okay, and try to draw the front view and top view. Okay, and then you show it to me. How you will show it, you must be thinking. So you can show it, you can submit in your canvas. Canvas invitation I have sent long back. Okay, and many of you have submitted also. Regular video lectures I am also uploading, whatever the classes I am taking. So that those lectures are available in your canvas. So in your assignment section, you will see what is that name I have kept. Let me see. This classwork submission 1. The solution to that problem you have to submit in classwork submission 1. Okay, so first try to draw on your paper, white paper, and then you submit in your canvas. I am giving you, it's the time is 10:55, so 5 minutes I am giving to you for solving this problem. Okay, again I will connect with you at 11 o'clock. By that time I am expecting at least 50% of the students, or I want to see how many of you are really able to draw that figure and you are able to show it to me. Your time starts now.
Sir, we need to submit in Canvas or now it show in as usual in Zoom, sir.
Can you show it in Zoom? Better you
Yes,
submit
sir.
in your canvas, so that I will consider it for giving you the marks as well. I want to see what is your level of understanding. Okay, for simplification, since this is the first class, I am helping you. Let me show with the color codes what are the faces that you are able to see. Okay, if we are looking this object from this side, now in front view, what are the faces you will be able to see? I will highlight in yellow color. You tell me yes or no. Okay, will you be able to see this face?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. It means you have to draw a rectangle, and what is the dimension of this rectangle?
25.
25.
25 millimeter.
25. And height? One dimension is
12.
12
units.
Very
12.
good. Now come to this way. Again, will you be able to see this face?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So again, it will be a rectangle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is its dimension?
25.
25.
25 to
Height?
12.
12.
Very, very good. Will you be able to see this face?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What is the dimension of this rectangle?
25.
25.
25 and 12. Okay.
12.
So when we are talking of this bottom block, we are able to see these three faces. Now I'm coming to this top block. Okay. Will you be able to see this portion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me highlight it properly so that everyone can see this. Now here we have some slant is there. Yeah, this face you will be able to see where you have to make a combination.
పెన్సిల్ లేదా ఒక్కరు కూడా
Some sound is coming.
షార్ప్నర్ అని ఉన్నదా అడిగినా షార్ప్నర్
This is that please mute yourself. Some
Amal.
disturbing noise is coming. Yeah. So this is your slant line also, it will be visible. Yeah. So this is that face that will be visible. What is its dimension? From here it is 25 above. So here you can see 25 is written. Now from this point you have to come 20 in this direction. Okay. Let me choose some other color, then you will be able to visualize it.
Sir, we can draw roughly or with measurement.
Roughly, rough. Okay. Try to draw it with scale, but rough sketch. Okay. No need to go with dimension because it will take time. Okay. Rough measurement, how the shapes will look, I want to see that.
Yes, sir.
So these are those four faces that you will be able to see in your front view. Try to draw and show it to me. This line will be extended and there is one hidden line over here that is not visible in this view. Okay. But if any observer is looking from this side, he will be able to see that corner. That's why this rectangle, this is rectangle. Okay. And this is your fourth face that I am highlighting in red color. So this is what you will get in your front view.
So we can draw any shape, sir.
Any shape, no. What is visible in the front view, that only you have to draw. With exact location also. It doesn't mean that you will draw this somewhere at other location, this face at some other location, and this face at some other location. They all must have some correlations. We have seen so many examples in the previous slides. Okay. So try to solve it. Think and analyze. I have told you in the first class, GDM is nothing but think and analyze. That's it.
Completed.
Completed. So you
Yes,
try
sir.
to
Front
submit
and
in your
top.
canvas.
Yes, sir.
Before going to canvas, you have to scan it. Okay. So open Adobe Scan or Cam Scanner, whatever you are using in your mobile phone. Okay. You scan it, save it in PDF version, and then you go to your canvas and link that PDF to that canvas. Here I'm giving you training also how to connect it. I have one video for that. I'll try to show you those things, that also how to upload in canvas. I will show you one video tutorial, okay, how to upload in your Canvas. All of you see it carefully. This is a 3-minute video. Start the Canvas student application. Sound is going
No, sir.
now.
No, sir.
I will show you. Sound is not going. Let me check. To log in, I will log out this. Now you tell me whether the sound is going. Okay. Now Canvas student is asking for find my school. Sound was going when I was playing the video.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See this video carefully.
Okay, sir.
This Canvas student application. We will start the Canvas student application. I will show you how to log in. I will log out this. Now Canvas student is asking for find my school, Canvas network and QR code. So click on this QR code. Then you will find QR code on the web in your account profile. Click QR on mobile login in the list. So first you have to log in from some of any of the laptop. Then you click on the account. In your account you will see like this. When you will click on account, QR for mobile login. Once you click on this proceed, the QR code will come, and by this you will be able to log in to your Canvas student account. Here you will see all the courses that you are logged into. Now click on this ATD as the assignment is created in this course. So I will click on the assignments. Yeah, today you are able to see here mock test. Tomorrow during your examination you will see assignment name as mid-1. So you have to click on that assignment. Once you will click on that assignment, then click on submit assignment. Now device. Okay. So I will click on Adobe Scan because I have to scan the file. Here we don't have any file. So let's open my Adobe Scan. I will scan, suppose this document I'm scanning. Continue. That's done. Okay, now I will save this as PDF. Okay, now we can go back to our Canvas student account. Here you can see the file which I have done the scanning. You have to select that and click on submit. By this your assignment or your answer script for your mid-examination you can submit. So you will get one message over here, successfully submitted. So this is how normally we practice this submission. Okay, and this will be very helpful for all of you. So try to learn it, because hereafter everything we will use that Canvas software, that learning management software only. Okay, so let me check how many of you have submitted. Anyone submitted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check whether I have received the submission or not.
Sir, can you show this video once again?
Yeah, I will share that link. Okay, and I will show you the video again. Let me check if anybody have submitted or not. Yes, one person has submitted. And who is that person? I will tell you. 1125.
Yes, sir. Sujal.
Yeah, I will show you what you have submitted here. I will share the screen. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Correct answer. I will share the screen and show to the rest of the class. Everyone, please see what your friend whose roll number is 1125, he has submitted the assignment. This is your front view, how it will look like. And this is your top view. And here the grades I can directly put. If it is correct, I will put 10 marks, 10 out of 10. If any comments is there, I can write here for the students for their clarity, and I will submit here. Okay, so this is how day-to-day work we will evaluate. I will evaluate. Okay, because based on that you have a good contribution for this day-to-day evaluation. I think 20 marks is there for your day-to-day evaluation. Okay, so that is very important. Your performance in the class, how you are responding, how you are submitting the things. So any other other students also try to submit it. I will show that video once again. Okay, but let me see any other students have submitted or not.
That is right.
These figures are right, exact, correct. This is the front view and this is the top view. This is your slant face. This rectangle that you have drawn, this is your slant face. Okay, and this is the top of your top portion of your slant face. Okay, so you have drawn correct. The students, those who are not able to upload, for them I will play that video once again. All of you pay attention. I think this is visible to all of you, that YouTube screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will maximize it full screen. Yeah. Click on this Canvas student application. We will start the Canvas student application. When you will log into your Canvas, you will see here different courses are there. Suppose you have registered for my course, that is the name of course I have kept GDM 2020, something like that I have kept. Okay, so you have to click on that subject. When you will click on that subject, let's see. I will show you how to log in. I will log out this. Many times when you are logging in for the first time, it will ask for Find My School or QR code or Canvas network. Okay, so you can log in it onto your laptop. Then I will tell you how to scan the QR code to log in your mobile phone. Okay, now Canvas student is asking for Find My School, Canvas network and QR code. So click on this QR code. Then you will need QR code on the web in your account profile. Click QR on mobile login in the list. Here you will see QR for mobile login. Okay, when you will log in your laptop, here your profile picture will come, and when you will click on this, you will get at the bottom QR for mobile login. First, you have to log in from some of any of the laptop. Then you click on the account. In your account, you will see like this. When you will click on account, see, this is the snapshot for one of the student in the previous batch. This was his roll number. When he clicked on this account, at the bottom you will get QR for mobile login. QR for mobile login. Once you click on this proceed, the QR code will come, and by this you will be able to log in to your Canvas student account. Here you will see all the courses that you have registered. It will come over here, courses that you are logged into. Now click on this ATD, as the assignment is created in this course. So I will click on the assignments. So for example, here I am using one course that name of that course is ATD. Okay, but for you people it will be GDM. Okay, name of the course that I have used here is what is the name of that course? I have used SRU GDM 2020. Okay, so you will see here SRU GDM 2020. Yeah, today you are able to see here more. Here the name of assignment is whatever is visible to you is your mock test. For you, you will get a series of assignments. I will show you when you will click on this assignment. Yeah, this is the list of assignment that you will see. That weekly assignment I have allotted, that you have to submit, prepare and submit your notes on introduction of engineering graphics, type of lines used in engineering drawing, dimensioning methods, lettering and orthographic projection. Okay, I have given the deadline as 10th of December. Okay, today is 8th of December, so you have to submit before 10th of December 23:59 hours. Okay, so by that time you have to upload. Until is by this time this assignment will disappear. So if you will delay it, you are going to lose the marks. So this is what this digital world is about. In our classwork we can give some extra time, but here computer will automatically remove that assignment. Classwork submission 1, submission 2, 3, 4, 5. You can use any one of them. So better to go with classwork submission 1, all of you. Let me go back to that video. Yeah. Test. Tomorrow during your examination, you will see assignment name as mid 1. So you have to click on that assignment. Once you will click on that assignment, then you have to click on submit assignment. Now device. Okay. So I will click on Adobe Scan because I have to scan the file. Here we don't have any file. So let's open my Adobe Scan. I will scan, suppose this document I'm scanning. Continue. That's done. Okay. Now I will save this as PDF. See here, file type of file means when you will be scanning, suppose you are using that Adobe Scan or any scanning software in your mobile phone. So after scanning, it will ask in which file format you want to save it. So you have to save it in PDF file because we are restricting it to PDF only. Okay, so you will be able to upload only PDF file. Okay, so one student has asked me one query. Sir, I'm getting like this, some error message was coming to his screen. So you have to upload only PDF. Okay, then you will not get that error message. Okay, now we can go back to our Canvas student account. Here you can see the file which I have done the scanning.
Sir, I'm not getting Canvas.
And click on submit. By this your assignment or your answer script for your mid exam. Yeah, so this is how those who are able to upload it, that is very good. Okay, those who are not able to upload it, don't worry, because this is your learning process. Okay, I'm not expecting to be the expertise in the first class only. 9 people have submitted, very good to see. Okay, till now I have I can see here 9 people have submitted. What are those 9 people? I will tell you. Yeah. Okay. So some student 11027 he had submitted a weekly assignment also. This is 1163. Let us see what is his solution. 1163. 10 submissions. Very good. Good to see that. This is how this students had submitted 1027. All correct, but one thing I would like to ask, Why you have used here this hidden lines, dash lines? In your actual figure, if you will see, at this location we don't have any line. Okay, it is a plain surface, no connecting surface line is here. Okay, so no need to draw this dash lines that you have used here. Okay, another thing is here also you have used dash lines. So let's check it out from the top view. Is there any hidden line over here? Okay, so these two dash lines you have used. So let's check it out. If we are looking this object from the top, do we have any line over here that is hidden? No, there is no lines like that. So there is no meaning of putting these hidden lines over here. Rest everything is correct and perfect. One more thing that I would like to highlight, if I'm going to extend this, let me clear all this so that I can show you something. Yeah, if I am extending this line through straight, this is by visual, you can see that this is not coming in line with this line. There is some gap in between these two lines. Okay, there is some gap in between these two lines. So better if you will extend it to somewhat over here like this, then it will be perfectly correct. Okay, anyhow, 11027, very good. I will appreciate, you have done really very good job. I am giving you 10 out of 10. Timely submission. So these grades automatically will get added to your final score. Okay, now suppose any next candidate, who is that next candidate who had submitted after this? Okay, 1163, we have seen his assignment. Yeah, oh, very good. This student has drawn even this what we call isometric view also. Wow. Okay, so isometric view is also perfect. And top view and side view, this student has drawn side by side. Okay, so I would tell you that try to use that drawing format that we have discussed till now, that you have to first draw the reference line, you have to name it X and Y, and since we are using your front view first angle projection method, so draw your front view like this. You have drawn, this is perfectly correct. Okay, and just below it, if you can draw some projection lines, and then you can draw the top view, what you have drawn over this location, you draw it at this location. So red color, if I'm using it for your so for projection line, I will use some different color lines. Oh. For projection, so you draw the projections from here, it is taking the same color. Okay, so you have to draw the projections below this reference line, and then you have to draw your original figure like this. Okay, so that will be a good one. This one line will come over here also, and here you will be having one cut mark. So you remove this line. Okay, I am making one small cross mark. It means this line is not from here up to here. So this is how we draw the front view and top view. Okay, so very good. I would really appreciate, because this student has drawn this isometric view also. Very good. I'm very happy. You people are getting what I am trying to convey. Now, one more submission I will show you, so that you will be able to know this 1070. The screen is visible to all of you, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So this is 1070. Okay, he has drawn left hand view, right hand side view, everything. But the size are different in all the views. Try to standardize the size. Okay, now, if you are not going with dimension, try to make the sides with similar dimensions. Like suppose if you will draw the projections of this line, if this is your top view, this is your top view. Okay, this there should be one reference line over here. You have to name it as X and Y. Okay, and then you have to draw above this reference line what is your front view. So you have to make one box like this. Okay, and suppose you have to take the projection of this line. Suppose this is going up to here, so here it will be that cut mark that you have drawn at this location, and you have to draw the projection of this line up to here, and like this projection of this point also. So you can connect this one and you can connect this slant height. Oh, it has to be connected from this line. This is that slant line. So this is how you have to draw it. So this top view and front view is exactly correct. Only thing is the size is varying. So try to make it similar size. That can be obtained using this projection method only. You have to draw those projection methods, then it will be perfect. Okay. If I'll talk about the right hand side view, if I will look this object from right hand side, let me share that PPT once again. Yeah, this is the front view of the observer, means observer is looking from this side. So his right hand side will be this way. So right hand side view will be what he will observe from this side. Okay, so if you have drawn that front view and top view using that projection intersection method, you can easily draw your right hand side view. But as per your general understanding, what you can see, I will show in that figure only. Yeah, this figure. This will be clearly visible if we are looking it from this side, correct? Everything is correct. Only one line is missing. Can anyone tell me in this right hand side view what is missing?
Slope.
Slope, if you will look it from this side, that slope is coming behind this one. So that is correct. Slope he has shown. One thing is missing. What is that?
Not mentioned the slope.
No, slope is there. If you are looking the object from this side, okay, you are looking the object from this side, and this is your slopy region. Okay, this is your slopy region. This rectangle is your slopy region. So if you are looking it from this side, that slopy region will be hidden by this block.
Not mentioned the dots.
Where?
Down.
This line you have missed showing, where you will represent this.
Exactly, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
so where it will come? It will come somewhere at this part. So it will be the length. You have to see what is the length from this side, and you have to, taking from this corner, you have to take the length and you have to make a hidden line at this location. So I'm making a continuous line, but you keep in your mind that this is a hidden line. Okay, so it has to be represented using dash lines or hidden lines. Okay, so very good. Till now I can see 16 students have uploaded. Very good. Let me go back to my main page and I will refresh this page to see how many submissions do I have. Yeah, here you can see there are 17 submissions out of the total class, of which I have shown you the correction of 3 to 4 submissions. Okay, so this is how you can use this learning management software, and we are using as a teacher interacting with the students because it is very much helpful. Now this is the first question that we have solved. I hope the solution for this problem is clear to each and every student. Is that clear to all of you, or any
Yes,
doubt is there? You can ask me. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. If anybody has not uploaded, no need to worry. This is the first class. I'm just telling you or giving you the instructions how to upload it. Okay, so one student is writing It's not clear. Which view is not clear? You ask me. 1051. You can unmute yourself. 1051. You can unmute yourself and I will tell you. Don't worry. Why you are hesitating? Huh? As soon as I told you to unmute, you are saying that, sir, it's clear. Huh? Don't hesitate. You can ask me if you have any doubt. You can unmute and you can ask me. So can I consider that it is clear to each and everyone? Please type in the chat box, clear, sir. CS, all of you. Let me see how many of you are actively listening.
Clear, sir.
Okay, very good. Let's record the response.
Clear.
I can see some of the students have logged in with their name. Okay, so I will not call the name, but next time you try to log in, rename yourself. First, you keep your roll number, then you can
Yes,
keep
sir.
your name. Okay. So one student has written, sir, please share the video in WhatsApp group. I am uploading each and every study material or video lecture. Right now, this class is going on, so it is automatically recorded in the cloud. So I will upload this video in your Canvas account. Don't worry. From your Canvas, you can see topic-wise each and every video in your Canvas pages. So I will share you where you can see those all video lectures. Let me go to my web browser. In your courses, I hope this screen is visible to all of you. In your courses, when you will click on your GDM, one option here you can see pages. When you will click on that page, you will see all the lectures. Syllabus is there. Orthographic projection means last class. When you will click on it, you will see the recording of entire class, last class here. Okay. Likewise, for today's class also, I will upload it as practice problem for orthographic projection, or I will keep the date of the lecture class and I will upload here. Here, one thing is there, video lectures. In part wise, I have created these videos earlier. So here it is in part wise. Topic wise, all the lectures you can see here. Or if you want to go at once, in unit number 1, you can see that introduction to graphic design. So all the video lectures I'm uploading. Only thing you have to see this canvas. Everything is there in your canvas at one place. Okay. So let's now move on to the next problem. One more problem I will take. One student has written something, sir, we are understanding, but it is difficult to draw the view, sir. Okay, but when seeing the diagram, we are known like top view and front view. Okay, I will give you one tutorial for the solution to this problem also. Okay, so no need to worry for that. I will give you that solution also. Just try. This is just explanatory lecture. Okay, so you try to assimilate how to draw the views. Okay, so once you will be able to learn these how to draw the things, I will provide the solutions also. There is one separate chapter for this. I have told you in the syllabus, I think chapter number 3 or 4, there is one separate chapter for this orthographic projection. So in detail, we will draw each and every component. For this component, I will show you how to draw in your AutoCAD. Okay, and you have one submission also for this. So no need to worry at all. Step by step, whatever I am telling you, just follow it. Okay. Now, this is the next problem. This is the next problem in front of you. Okay, you can see one steps blocks are there and you have to draw the orthographic projection for that. Front view, top view. Okay, first we will discuss. Those who are able to solve it, that is fine. Those who are getting difficulty, they see I'm explaining what are those faces which you will be able to see here. Okay, so all of you pay attention. I'm using this yellow color highlighter for the front view. Suppose the observer here is shown with one arrow is there and X is written here. So observer is looking from this side. So this is our front view. Keep this in your mind. If in your question, suppose this arrow and this X is shown in this side. So you have to consider this as your front view. So it depends on the question that where is the observer. So here the observer is looking from this side. So we will consider the front view on this side. Now let me take one highlighter of yellow color. Will you be able to see this face in front view?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So I will highlight in yellow color what are the faces that you will be able to see in your front view. So this face you will be able to see in your front view. Coming to the next face, whether this will be visible or not from the front?
No.
No, sir.
Very good. This will not be visible from your front view. So this face?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
very good.
Yes, sir.
Now this face?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So all the yellow color highlighted faces you will be able to see from. Any other face that you can see from the front view, you tell me?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So from the front view, you will be able to see these three faces. Okay. Now I'm coming to the top view. Let me change the color of the highlighter. I will take it as a green. Okay. Now if I am looking it from the top, will I be able to see this face?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Let me highlight it. Okay. This face?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Now I hope you all are enjoying this
Yes, sir.
because you are actually solving some problem. Earlier it was theory, story. Okay. Now see this face. Will you be able to see this face
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
together with this side?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If any disturbing noise will come, then I have to forcibly mute all. Okay. So don't make any unwanted noise. Okay. Just focus on what we are discussing. Some noise is coming. Please mute yourself. So this face also we will be able to see. So the green color is representing your top view. Now, two faces are left in this isometric view. What are those two faces? Let me choose some other color. This one.
Side.
So whether this will be visible from the top or front?
No, sir.
No,
Front.
sir.
In your side view, your left hand side view, will you be able to see this face?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Similarly, you can see this face also in your left hand side view. So now those who have completed the understanding of this problem, try to solve it. You have to draw the top view, you have to draw the front view, and you have to submit in your assignment number 2. Something is written there, na? Class practice, something was written there. Assignment number 2 you have to submit. Classwork submission 2. You draw the solution for this problem and you submit it in your class work submission 2. If any student is having any problem, you can ask me. regarding this problem, if any student has any problem, you can ask me. Now we have 63 participants, and I want to see how many of you are able to solve this problem and upload your solution in your Canvas account. You have to upload the solution in classwork submission 2.
Sir, unable to get Canvas account, sir.
You have uploaded that software? Canvas you have uploaded in your mobile phone?
Yes, sir.
You have received the invitation?
No, sir.
You send those students who were not able to receive the invitation, you can WhatsApp me your email after the class, okay, and I will resend you the invitation.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
I am writing here the color. For green, this is your top view. For yellow surface, I have written front view, and this one is your light sky or white and sky color mixing. This is your which view? Left hand side view or right hand side view?
Left hand side.
Left hand side view. So where it will go? To the right of your front view or left of the front view?
Left.
This is left hand side view. We are following first angle projection method. So since this is left hand side view, so it will go right side of your front view. Okay. Keep this in your mind.
Sir,
Yes.
so there is no classwork submission to in my Canvas account.
No, it is there. You refresh the page. Classwork submission 1 is there.
Sir, once you check, I have given the last submission for the before problem.
Sir, same problem, sir. Can you check the last
Sir,
one once?
Okay.
Sir, have you received my submission?
What is your roll number?
Sir,
Tell me.
2005. Sir, 2005 A 11031, sir.
031. Yes, I have received your submission for both assignments.
1139, sir. Once check the.
Wait.
Sir, sir, no, sir. I have done top view in one PDF and front view in one PDF, sir.
Yeah. This is, I think, your number is 110.
Sir, yes, sir.
So you have submitted. So let's check your solution. What you have done for this classwork submission 2.
Sir,
Eight persons have submitted till now.
sir, can you check once? 1139.
One by one. Wait. This you have uploaded. This is previous problem, no? This is
Sir,
previous.
41125.
Wait.
41125.
Let me check. Last 4 digit you tell me.
1139, sir.
41125.
if you two people will say simultaneously, then it will be
1139, sir.
1139. Let me see where it is. 1139. No, 1139 is not visible here.
1125, sir. 1125.
Okay,
Sir,
don't worry, don't worry. I will go to the next person, whosoever has submitted that.
Sir,
This
classwork
is
1, sir, I asked.
1163. Let's see what the students have solved for problem number 2. Okay, so this is what the isometric view is also here. We can see perfect isometric view also. Very good. Whosoever is this 11063. If we look it from the front side, we will be able to see this face, correct? And this is your top view. Exactly correct. Very good. I'll give you 10 out of 10.
Sir,
1125, sir.
Now I will go by series. Don't prompt your numbers. Okay. 1163 I have seen. After this, what I can see, 11070.
sir, please check once assignment 1, sir.
Don't worry, I will evaluate it and you will get the notification in your Canvas, your application. So this is the front view and this is the top view. Correct. Very good. 11070. Very good. You will also get 10 out of 10. So I hope now you people got some idea of how to solve this. This is just a sample evaluation. Okay. So those who are able to upload it, very good. Those who are not able to upload it, try to do it by today evening, 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. I'm giving you for everyone. Okay. And I want to see all submissions. Okay. Now we have 61 participants and one problem. There is one more problem I think I have. Then we will move on to the, this figure. This is your figure and you have to draw its front view and top view. Again, we will first discuss and then we will start solving it. Okay. So let me take one highlighter and all of you mute yourself. Okay. Now, suppose the observer is looking from this side. Okay, so this will be the front view. This will be the front view. Now, what are those faces which will be visible from the front view that we will see? I'm using this light sky blue color and I'm highlighting this face. This face will be visible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, which other faces will be visible from the front view? This face?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. We have this type of face on this side also. So this will be also visible. Now, what other face? And now coming to this one, this will be visible.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in front view, anything else that is to be shown?
No, sir.
I have talked about the faces. Is there any line or anything that we have to mention in our front view? Please tell me.
Circle, sir, circle.
Circle that will be visible or not? Visible or hidden?
Hidden.
Hidden.
Yes. So first I will draw the projection for this in your front face. Suppose you have drawn this rectangle in your front view. So on this rectangle, you have to draw the projection. For projection, I will use some other color for better clarity. The projection of this is coming to this place and this is coming to this place. From here, you have to draw one dash lines or hidden lines. Okay. Yeah. So this is what you will see in your front view. Now coming to the top view, Let me change this color to yellow. Now this space will be visible. It is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This space will also be visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This face,
Yes.
very good.
Yes, sir.
This bottom portion will also be visible. That circle you have to represent here in the top view. Okay. And keep in your mind, whenever you are representing any circle, okay, you have to show the center line. Okay, so don't draw that circle only and you forget to draw that center line. Any other face that will be visible in top view?
No, sir.
Okay.
Circle.
And circle will come with center line, this portion. Okay. And in your top view, how you will represent this portion? This cut portion is there, na? Suppose that cut portion is coming in this block. Okay. This top face. Okay. So how you will represent that cut portion? This cut portion is there. It will not be visible, but it is there in the top view. So how you will represent it? So you have to draw the projections. It will go to the top face. And if you will look it from the top, here you will get one rectangle. And since at the end of rectangles, you are having two semicircles. Okay, so you have to draw center lines also. At this location, your center line will come. So this center line will say that here some semicircle is there. Okay, so at this location, you will be having your center line. Center line is small dot and big dash, small dash, big dash. Okay, so this is your center line. This is how this face will be represented on your top view. Any doubt in this figure? Any doubt, anyone? Those who have completed, submit this in your class activity assignment number 3. Classwork submission 3. 2 you have already used, 1 and 2. Submit in classwork submission 3. So these are the 3 problems that we have discussed today. Okay. And with this, I will end from my side, the class is over. If you have any doubt, you ask me.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one small request, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Go
Sir,
ahead.
Sir, can you check once assignment number 1? Did I submit it or not? My number is 1139.
Whether you have got that message submitted successfully.
Yes, sir, got, but I could not open assignment number 2, sir. I couldn't open.
Wait. Now I think my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
What is your roll number?
1139.
1139. You are
Yes,
not here. 2005A1139. Is this your roll number?
Sir, 2005A 41139.
Here. You have submitted classwork submission 1. This is your submission.
Sir, just
You
now I
have
submitted assignment 3.
You have submitted
Assignment 3.
1139.
Yes, sir.
You have submitted your classwork assignment 1.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now I will check for submission 3. Let's see how many this person 1029. This student has submitted
1125.
Okay, that's good. So I'm giving you the time. We have next class on Friday, if I'm correct. Friday, 2nd hour and 3rd hour. So I will be expecting before that class, all of you will be submitting all the 3 questions that we have discussed in today's class. Okay. If you have any technical issue regarding how to upload the files, I will upload that today's class video as well as that Canvas submission video in your Canvas account, as well as I will create the announcement for that so that all of you will get the notification. I'm muting all. Okay. All of you will get the notification also. So go through it. And today is Tuesday. You have Wednesday and Thursday. By Thursday evening, I am expecting all of you to upload the solution for these 3 questions that we have discussed in today's class. Okay. So if any doubt, you can ask me now.
Sir, can you check my third assignment, sir?
No. Now I will not check. Now I will do the correction work on Thursday evening. Okay. Related to that, if you have any doubt, I will upload video lectures by today evening, most probably. You go through it. I'm giving you today time. Any doubt, you can contact me on Thursday evening. Thursday evening, I'll be evaluating all the submissions. How many submissions done, how many not done, I will put in your WhatsApp group. Okay.
Sir, once can you show third assignment, sir?
Now, individually, if I'll start
Canvas invitation.
For your Canvas invitation, whosoever have not received it, you just WhatsApp me your email address, SR domain email ID only. Okay. So I will send you the invitation. Okay. So for any doubt, you can send me message
In
on
WhatsApp, shall we?
I will. I hope you all have my mobile number. It is in that GDM WhatsApp group, and still I am posting here. Who don't have my mobile number, you can note it down. In your chat box, you can see 9031102477. So whatever is your doubt or issue, you can send me message on this number 9031102477. Okay. So that's all for today's class. I'm going to end the meeting. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.